Homeowners Association in Texas banned landlords from being able to rent their properties to tenants who had Section 8 vouchers. Now the federal government is suing that HOA and charging them with discriminating against black tenants. I'm Tony, and this is Real Estate Investing and Landlord News. All right, so I have an interesting article for you today. It's actually an update to a video that I did quite a while back about this HOA in Texas that banned landlords from being able to rent their units out to Section 8 recipients, okay? Now, I had a big problem with this because, simply put, I believe that the landlord should be responsible for being able to put whoever they want into their property, not the government, not the HOA, not anyone else, the property owner. Okay, if the property owner wants to rent to somebody who's Section 8, then they should be allowed to do so. And a blanket ban on all Section 8 tenants, it's a bunch of garbage, okay? Now, I don't like Section 8. I've told that many times in many of the videos that I've made. But for those landlords who do like it, who are willing to accept the risk and jump through all the hoops, they should be allowed to do so. And it's a 100% garbage that, this HOA stepped in there and hurt these landlords' businesses. But the federal government says that it was discrimination. Now, talk about going from one extreme to another. I don't believe it is discrimination against black tenants to ban Section 8 recipients, okay? I don't think that Section 8 recipients should be banned, but I'm saying that it isn't discrimination at the same time. Why is that? Because more than just black people get Section 8. And all black people who live in this place don't get Section 8. So if that's the case, right, it makes absolutely no sense. Okay, you're putting this off like, well, the only black people who could possibly be living in this whole area, they must be getting a voucher. No. Well, the only people with vouchers are black people. No. Okay, neither of those things is true. Therefore, this lawsuit is ridiculous and stupid. So, I'm just mad about this whole situation. Okay, this shouldn't be happening at all in the first place. This HOA should have never done what they did. Yeah, they had a crime problem, but how do HOAs usually respond to these sort of issues? They'll try to do things like say, okay, you can't rent your property out. We don't want renters at all, any renter. But they didn't do that. No, they went specifically after this specific type of renter, and I think that's what's wrong. So before I get into the article, go ahead, hit the like, subscribe button, maybe leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. First of all, do you think the HOA was right or wrong in telling landlords who they could and could not rent their properties to? Okay, do you agree with them, or do you agree with me and say that should be up to the discretion of the landlord? The second question I have for you is, do you believe that by the HOA banning Section 8 tenants that they were discriminating specifically against black people? Okay, I don't. I think that's ridiculous. Okay, put a comment in the comment section down below and let me know what you think. Anyway, let's get into this article and we'll go over this issue once again. This article is coming from DallasNews.com, and it says, North Texas HOA charged with discrimination for trying to kick out low-income renters. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development is suing the Providence Village Homeowners Association. Let's get into it. Federal officials accused the North Texas Homeowners Association of discrimination for trying to kick out residents who receive government assistance to pay rent. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development charged the Providence Village Homeowners Association, a small community in Denton County, with discriminating against black residents. Court documents obtained by the Dallas Morning News detail the alleged discrimination and harassment the black residents faced as the Homeowners Association sought to ban renters who paid with government subsidies, formerly known as Section 8 vouchers. So here's the question, right? Did the Homeowners Association in particular do anything that specifically targeted only black people? Okay, did they say, okay, well, only black Section 8 recipients have to leave? Or the white ones and the Hispanic ones and the people of other races, they can all stay? Or did they say all Section 8 people have to leave? Now, I'm not saying that that's right. I'm just saying, did they target specifically black people when they made this ban? No, they did not, okay? I don't believe they did, at least. Let me continue. Racist and threatening posts flooded the neighborhood's unofficial social media pages, according to court documents. One post said, "Hide your kids because Section 8 is on the loose." And another, a resident called housing voucher recipients wild animals. On two separate occasions, a white supremacist organization protested outside the development, handing out flyers that said voucher recipients were bringing unimaginable violence. They also delivered flyers to people's homes that said, "Blacks bring crime and violence." So here's my question, right? They say a white supremacist organization was protesting outside, passing out these flyers, right? Was this organization directly involved with the HOA, or was this just some random group who decided to protest outside? Okay, if they were not directly involved with the HOA or with this decision, then that is 100% irrelevant. The other thing is, right, people posting on a unofficial website what their opinion is, that has nothing to do with the HOA either. What I'm saying is I believe that the case against the HOA in terms of racial discrimination is 100% garbage, okay? It's a bunch of crap. Now, like I said before, I do not agree with the HOA's proposal, but for a different reason. Okay, I think it stamps all over a landlord's property rights. I think it's unconstitutional. And for that reason, that's why they should be getting sued by the government. Okay, because that was idiotic. Now, I don't think that this Section 8 voucher ban, I don't think it stood. I think that it got thrown out. Maybe it says a little bit further down in the article. But remember, if you don't remember my last video, one of the reasons why so many people were so opposed to the Section 8 vouchers was because I believe that there was a murder that occurred to renters who were using Section 8 vouchers, you know, in this area. And this is supposed to be a pretty nice, you know, suburban area. And meanwhile, you have Section 8 voucher recipients who are literally, you know, there was like a shootout and a murder. And you know, that really made people feel unsafe, and they were trying to find a solution. Now, was this the correct solution? No. Okay, absolutely not. There are other ways, you know, and we should go after the people who are causing the problems, go after them hard. That's what I say. Go after the people causing the problems specifically. Do not punish those who are not causing issues. You have so many people who receive Section 8 who are doing everything right, okay? They might be elderly people who receive vouchers because they literally cannot work. It might be people who are disabled who cannot work. Now, there are a lot of people who are lazy on Section 8 as well. You know, this lazy don't want to work, but if they're not causing a problem, that's not an issue. It's only an issue when they start bringing in crime and trash and problems. And we already have laws in place to take care of those issues. You know, hit them with citations. Call the police on them. Call their landlord on them. Okay? And do not make it easy. If these people are causing these sort of issues, just like any other tenant or any other resident who is causing these issues, then go after that person specifically. That's what I say. Let me continue. Both the Homeowners Association Board and Property Management Company, First Service Residential, knew of the various threats, but did little to address them, court documents say. Representatives for the HOA did not respond to emails or phone calls seeking comment Wednesday. Previously, the Homeowners Association Board told the Dallas Morning News the policy aimed to address the unprecedented uptick in egregious crimes in our community, for which it blamed voucher recipients, right? So if you have a landlord in your community who is renting out a lot of properties to people who are not thoroughly vetted and who are causing issues, you need to go after that landlord, okay? It sounds like this is a landlord who is not doing everything that they're supposed to be doing. So why are you going after the good landlords within the community? Because this is a very large community. You know, I believe it's hundreds or even thousands of homes, you know, so it's basically the size of a small town, okay? I hate when blanket policies and blanket rules, laws, and regulations that they put out there punish people who are doing everything right rather than focusing the attention on the specific person who is not doing things right. Okay, whether it is the HOA or it is the local government or the national government or whoever who puts this sort of stuff out, it stinks. And that is what I am protesting against. And, like I said, if the landlord is following the law and doing everything right, they should be allowed to rent to whomever they choose to rent to. Period. Okay? If you don't have, free use of your property as you see fit, and the government is the one telling you who you can and can't rent to, then something is very, very wrong. But what do you think? Okay? Put a comment in the comment section down.